Alright, Chad, this is a quick video I want to do, but see that stop right here? That's the bus stop, all normal. So where's the bus shelter? All the way down there. The reason why is because there's a gas line. So building it on top of that will cause a lot of problems. So to prevent any explosions from happening, they put the bus stop right there. I get this sentiments of building it, but it's kind of redundant. And there's the bus coming, so let me get on it.
So you're probably wondering what type of bus am I on? Well, this right here is called the Q Bus. The acronym used to be City University Energy Saver, but when the city of Fairfax finally realized that the 90s are long gone, they switched it up a little bit to City University Everyone. These buses run 4 one-way loops, but one can easily argue that it's actually just 2 routes. Their entire fleet are Gillig low-floor BRTs, and right now, until June 2026, unless things change, they are fare-free. Overall, I generally love this simple yet effective bus system. I often refer to it as the Raising Cane's of Virginia bus systems.
So there I am, getting off the queue, and right here is the center square of the city of Fairfax. I've visited this place many times and I still love it. But yeah, it's a pretty cool place. Right here is where they'll do like say some rock party stuff. In that middle section right there is like more fountains for like kids to play at. Obviously it's closed just because, you know. Right over there, that is the public library. And then further down over there is where the courthouse will be. But yeah, this place is very beautiful and charming. It's a little bit like Falls Church where it's a little bit modernized, but it still keeps an old town vibe to it. But yeah, this area feels very Falls Church core, which at some point I do need to make a video of Falls Church, the actual city and Old Town District. They're slowly changing from gas lamps to LED ones like this. Yeah, the area is very car-filled, but kind of by design, especially if this is like the central hub of both Fairfax City and Fairfax County, so yeah. By the way, something cool is that they've upgraded all these signals, so that way you can just see. So smart. Right there is the Fairfax County Courthouse. Not much to say, that's pretty much your hub to pay tickets, do court things. Basically this courthouse got like a lot of attention with the one lawsuit that everybody knows about. And yeah. Aesthetically, it's very pleasing on the outside, but on the inside, it looks like you're in a hospital. It's like extremely sterile on the inside, but it does its job. So this is cool. Rather than having a hawk signal to press the button right on that very corner right there, is a motion sensor. And that way it can, if you do cross the road, it will actually detect it. So that way you can cross the road and the lights will be turned on for the cars to be advised to yield. Right there is the official City Hall of Fairfax. It's a very beautiful place. Think of all city halls, this one definitely is a close contender to my personal favorite, along with Alexandria's, because they absolutely go hard. I think it's probably the same size as Camden in terms of say land use, but at least it doesn't have that really giant Tower of Conviction that's on top of it. This one's just right, it's just done right. And right there is the map for the queue. So to better explain how queue behaves, it's more like a small town bus where they run a one-way loop, but there's a reverse loop. So the green one actually goes one direction and it loops all the way around. But to compromise, well, they have the green 2, which goes the other way around. Same thing with the gold, where it goes into one loop and then the gold 2 will go the other way around. Right now it's currently decent. It's just going to be half hourly. It's Mondays through Fridays, and on weekends it's just going to be hourly, which yeah. There are plans to do a better bus style redesign for the queue, which they will add 3 routes that will actually go both directions rather than doing the weird loop thing that they typically do. So that way it'll behave more like a proper bus. And they will also be adding a little bit more frequencies, which is always a good plus. I do want to showcase a thing right here. This right there is the transfer center for the Q buses and the George Mason shuttles, but you don't see any Metro buses or Fairfax connector buses because they go all the way down there. That's their hub. It's kind of funny. First of all, look at this seating right here. Very 90s. Also, for every seat they have this special sign indicating the upcoming changes. Yeah, it's full of dots, but it's not a bad layout.
So let's go ahead and talk about the future of Q and their new proposal. Their plan is to get rid of the confusing loops in exchange for 3 traditional bus routes that go back and forth. This will unfortunately cut off a certain part of Chainbridge Road, but they haven't gotten really that many boardings. Another thing that they're going to do is remove a lot of unnecessary bus stops. And by unnecessary bus stops, we're talking about 200 bus stops that they currently have, and reducing it to a much more reasonable 120-ish. And also they do want to fix the frequencies of the system. I mean, look at these frequencies. It's like if we're in Fredericksburg or something. But with their new proposal, it's definitely looking very promising. It's not frequent, but it's definitely a good step forward. I don't know much about their current situation with their fares, but from what it looks like by June, it looks like we're going to be going back to paying full fares, which I totally understand. At the end of the day, if you cannot find a source to help create the fares to be free, this could end up leading into some significant problems, hence a return to fares. But aside from that, I am definitely hopeful that these future changes to the queue will actually make the system a lot better. Oftentimes, Q gets forgotten from the Northern Virginia Transit sphere because you have your giants like the Fairfax Connector, Dash, ART, Loudoun County Transit, and OmniRide. So with these changes, it can definitely be a much great step forward into a very brighter future for Q. And then and there, we can finally make the city of Fairfax, not the county of Fairfax, the city. We can finally make that city a little less car-pilled.
There we go, back in Vienna, the inaccurately located Vienna station. You can find that in a different video. Wasn't there something going on back here a little while ago as well? But there you have it, there you go. That is the Q. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think it's a very good system? Do you think the new improvements are going to do it more justice? Let me know in the comments below. Till then, may y'all have a fantastic day. Bye-bye. I just want to do a little bit of like some constructive criticism here for the station. Why is there's barely like a line indicating that this is a bus-only station. It's very easy for like cars to just get in here by accident, especially for like say the more like Uber ones. Yeah, kind of like that one. Like if anything, at least you should paint this whole section red and then don't paint this area.